Brian, let's talk about fixed index annuities. They can be used for accumulation or cash flow.
Yeah, so there's a couple of uses for fixed indexed annuities and even fixed annuities. I want to kind of touch on that. So the first one I'll talk about is accumulation. The desire to have an investment that's safe from loss and can grow. Now normally when we think about that, we think of a bank CD. Okay, I can put money with the bank or a money market, and with a money market I can get, I don't know, 0.2% if you're lucky, and with a CD I'll just say 1%. So those are safe investments that you can't lose money on. So that's what I'm comparing an accumulation fixed index annuity to. Now with an accumulation fixed index annuity, when I say accumulation, the design of this is not lifetime cash flow. We'll talk about that separately. The design of this is to have an investment that's safe but can do better than that 1% example for the CD. So for instance, you might have one that gives you all of the S&P 500 gains up to a cap, a ceiling. Let's say that ceiling, just for discussion's sake, is 5%. So when the market's up more than 5, you get 5. And so that's 5 times what you would have got with that CD. And often markets are up. And when the market's down, you can get a 0. You never take a loss on something like that. Now, alternatively, there are some accumulation fixed index annuities that give you a percentage without a ceiling. I've seen some with double-digit returns from time to time, and when I compare that to the CD we were offered at the same time at 1% a year, it's generally a win when we go with the fixed index annuity. So the fixed index annuity, the first half of this discussion, for accumulation purposes, is designed to have safe money that will outperform all the other alternatives you have, whether it's a CD or a money market. I'm not comparing them to bonds because bonds can lose money. I'm just comparing them to other investments that can't lose money.
So how can the fixed index annuity, though, help with cash flow?
Oh, that's a great question. That's one of my primary tools to provide for lifetime cash flow for somebody. Most of us don't have pensions. Some of us are lucky we have pensions. So what are some of the areas where we can have lifetime cash flow? Well, Social Security is one of them. Again, if you're lucky enough to have a pension, that's another. But there's not a lot of other ways to guarantee lifetime cash flow. You might think if I own a rental, I can get rents for life, or a dividend-paying stock. Okay, that may be a substitute for that. But another substitute is a fixed index annuity designed for cash flow for life. Now they come in different flavors, like the fixed index annuity for accumulation. You can buy a 3-year one, a 5-year, a 7-year, a 10-year before the surrender fees are done, and the potential rate of return differs and improves the longer the holding. The same thing can be said for the lifetime fixed index annuities, the lifetime cash flow ones. Some of them will pay you, you give the money to the insurance company, you wait a period of time, and they will give you the same check for the rest of your life for as long as you live. If you die prematurely and there's still money left in that account from the earnings and from what you put in minus what you took out, that money will go to your heirs. So it does not go back to the insurance company. That's an important part with most annuities. So I'm talking about the annuities. You can get ones that have an increasing lifetime payout. You can get ones with second to die policies, and even ones with some life insurance potentially thrown in there too. So there's a lot of different companies that offer fixed index annuities with lifetime cash flow. You can go with something that's a little different called a single premium immediate annuity, where when you die, that money does go back to the insurance companies. So you have to be careful with those. Sometimes you might get one that has a period certain. They'll pay you and your estate at least 10 years or 20 years no matter what. But that's different than what we're talking about here. This is more of an investment product that allows for lifetime cash flow that you can count on. It's kind of like buying a pension. So it's important for a lot of people in their financial plan to have that adequate cash flow when they're not working anymore. And fixed index annuities designed for cash flow can be the tool we need to accomplish that.
Why would someone not want to use a fixed index annuity?
Because maybe they have plenty of money, they're not worried about risk. They've done really well investing in risk assets like their business, stock market, and real estate, and they don't need any security. So that would be one reason. Maybe their cash flow is sufficient. They have a huge pension and rental income and so forth. They don't need the cash flow. So, and there's also investors that it's kind of boring. Some people love boring when it comes to their investments. Some people despise it. So they can be great for people that like more boring investments. Oh, I know what I'm going to get every month for the rest of my life. That's boring, but it's secure. Some people don't need secure. So that would be a reason why somebody wouldn't do one.
Can you give me an example of a client that you've helped with a fixed index annuity?
Yeah, I'd say a majority of my clients I have helped with fixed index annuities. I have yet to, because one of our other talks is, I Hate Annuities, You Should Too by Ken Fisher. I'm thinking to myself, if you had a fixed index annuity, I have yet to meet somebody that says, I absolutely don't want, I would hate getting lifetime monthly checks that go up over time, that if I pass away, go to my spouse, and if we both pass away prematurely, the money goes to my heirs plus free life insurance on top of that. I would hate that. Oh, those monthly checks, they just keep coming in. Who wants that? Well, okay, I can't explain, well, I can't explain why some people say I don't like annuities, you should too, because they don't sell them. But again, if you have a monthly check for life coming in, I think generally that's a really good thing. Not for everybody. Some people just need to take max risk in the markets and so forth. But most people, I think, would agree, I like that check coming in.
Good information, Brian. Thanks for telling us about fixed indexed annuities.